Thank you, Dickie. Well, it's the legal battle that's dominated headlines for months. But this morning, Kyle Sandilands could be on the verge of settling his case against Kiss FM owners ARN for $15 million.
Gee, that was a big development, wasn't it, last night? We're joined by workplace lawyer Faye Calderoni now. Faye, good morning to you. Were you surprised?
Good morning. Not surprised. Look, it happened pretty suddenly, so still waiting for the ASX announcement to officially drop. But, yeah, interesting reports there.
It's a little bit, well, it's less significantly, actually, than Kyle wanted. But is this a better outcome for ARN?
Yeah, it is. Look, it's a better outcome for everyone. Commercial heads have prevailed on this one. $5 million over a 3-year period, and means that there is some cash flow management there. It also means that they can impose certain restraints, like the avoiding commercial radio competition, and no doubt with some clawbacks and withholding payments if he doesn't comply with his obligations. So that obviously is a good deal for ARN because they've effectively locked him out of the market if reports are right. But it's also a good deal for Kyle because he can now move on. He can't work in commercial radio, but he's obviously got other plans, and he can go and make some money, and he's still had a windfall at $5 million a year.
Absolutely.
Can he still work for ARN on the radio?
I highly doubt that that will be a possibility. I expect that what will happen is that this all-up deal not only settles the proceedings, but severs the relationship. It'll be everything that could have arisen from the engagement and its termination. You never say never. I mean, it's open to the parties to agree to work together again, but I think you'd know better than me as to whether or not that's a possibility.
Yeah.
Oh, I think one thing that's
I don't think so.
It seems unlikely, doesn't it?
You've moved on.
It's a lot of money, and then to have him employed again on top of that.
Exactly.
This avoids one blockbuster court case, right?
Yeah.
This settlement, but there's obviously the other one with Jackie.
Yes.
Though. How would this impact her prospects or whether she settles or not?
You see, I think Jackie's case could have negatively impacted Kyle's case, but I don't think Kyle's case settling negatively impacts Jackie's. Her case predominantly is that she was subject to psychosocial hazards in the workplace, which was, in my opinion, accurate based on what we've seen. And it's all been recorded, which is highly unusual, that she exercised a workplace right by making a complaint about those, and that her contract was terminated because of it. Now, that doesn't have to be the sole or dominant reason, it just has to be a reason. And what she's asserting is a breach of the Fair Work Act, which is a pretty protective jurisdiction. There's also civil penalties. There's also some concessions in the response that they did inaccurately advise in the ASX that they had given her an alternate role. So I think her case is much stronger. And if it does settle, I expect, I don't know. A bit more. Just hot tip.
There you go. So a bit of trouble for ARN ahead, financially anyway.
Yeah, they're not home and hosed yet.
No. All right. Faye, thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, it could be the best job in